Hello and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to demonstrate application developed by me using Vertex AI tuned Gemini model. This is going to be an expense classifier application which will basically classify different expense description or expenses into a list of given categories. So these are the categories which I have kept for now, and whatever expenses description I'll specify in this application, it will categorize them into either of these categories. Okay, so and this everything is developed using Vertex AI's tuning model. So I've basically tuned the model such a way that it is being trained on the data which I have given. So I'll explain about these things also, but let's first have a look at the application. So what I'll do is I'll have kept some categories. So let's say this is these are the descriptions, you can say, of the application. So descriptions which I can put under the expense. So vegetable purchase is one kind of expense which I have made. So accordingly the model will run and it will classify this expense into either of these categories. So it has directly classified it as grocery. Same way I'll put this also, and this again it should classify into grocery only. Yes, so it has classified this expense also into grocery category. Then this is another example where this is one of the expense which I've made, and it will classify it into it has classified it into investment category. Something else, so I'll take this one, and this whole classification is happening because of the custom training which I have provided to the Gemini model. So rideshare payment is payment made to this rideshare app. So basically, and this is classified as the travel category. And last one is home loan prepayment. So if I do home loan prepayment, then it should classify it into loan EMI. So this is the category which has came. So this is about the expense classifier. It's a good application which we can use this into analyzing the personal finances based on the whatever expenses we are making. It reflects in the bank statement, and we can have this kind of model which will take those input from the bank statement. We can upload it in the CSV format, and then it will classify all the expenses into different categories. So maybe let's say these many categories. So accordingly, we can come to know that how much of expenses we are making under each particular category. If we're making more expenses on food or on travel or on grocery or on other categories. Now coming to the execution. So there's two steps which I have performed to make this possible is that I have used this test data, you can say training data, I can say. So this is the training data which I've used, and I'm using Vertex AI's tuning features. When this tuning feature, this is the model, this is our model. As you can see, this model is being tuned basically meaning custom trained using supervised training model, training method. And if I click upon this, then in order to tune, you have to provide the data set also. So I'll show you the data set also once again. So this is the these are the details, you can say, of this custom training. The loss has decreased over the time during the training process, and these are some of the other details. And this is the data which was used. So I used bare minimum data for training. Otherwise there should have been a lot of data. So I've used this kind of data. This is the format in which you have to provide the data, training data, to the Google's Vertex AI in order to do the custom training. So this is what I have done. And If you go to dataset, so this is these are some details related to the dataset that has been provided. And then what I've done is that once this tuning was done, then our model came into the model registry. So this is the model which came into the model registry. I deployed this model on an endpoint, and this is the endpoint which was created, which we can see in the online production stage. So the endpoint which was created, and this is the model being used in this endpoint. And now I have used this endpoint in the Python code to run this application. So if you come over here, this is a code. So I've used this. This is the project ID. You can say location and everything is there, and this is the endpoint 264, starting with 264, ending with 872. One second. This is the endpoint 3922811. So this is the endpoint which we've used, and this is the overall code. So that's how I have you can say did custom training of the Gemini model, and made that Gemini model classify whatever input has been provided, to classify those input into the given categories, and display the result. So that's how I would say I have trained the LLM model, custom trained the LLM model as per my application's requirement, and there's the application in front of you. So that's it in this video. Thank you.